What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video by Helmet 49ers Podcast. I'm your host, JT. My co-host is my dad.
Me, JT.
First, don't forget to like,
And subscribe.
cue the intro music. So, it's been a few days since the Niners lost against the Rams.
Ouch. Yeah. Reminds me of that pain I felt that day.
Yeah.
It was pretty rough.
The Niners, it looked like they were about to win, but kind of blew the lead because of some mistakes of the bad players that we all knew were bad, except for Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. You're saying everybody knew they were bad players. Yeah. Shanahan still had them out there. Okay, let's go. Let's just go over this game, okay? How painful it is, but it all started, well, in my eyes, I think it started with the fake punt, right?
Yeah. Niners were winning by any touchdown.
I think it was 14 nothing.
Yeah, they fake punted and they got it.
I didn't think about a fake punt myself, but hey, I'm not the coach, and it is Sean McVay. He's more of a risk taker, right?
Yeah.
And he knew he was already losing, and his team is already banged up, a lot of injuries too. So to equalize it, it looks like he was. It shouldn't be a surprise. And supposedly Shanahan said they thought about it and were looking forward, yet they didn't seem to be able to stop it at all. So that kind of started some momentum change, huh? There's a couple of things that totally messed up this victory. This would be victory is um, some PIs, right?
Yeah.
Remember
Bernardo
some?
Green,
Yep,
Isaac Yadam.
yep. And then last play of the
Yeah, I
game.
don't I don't like to talk about this one. This one's bad. Like Devondre Campbell, he's not good at anything. He's a better version of DFF, barely.
DFF is really bad. But yeah, exactly. It reminded me of shades of Ambry Thomas, or Isaiah Oliver from last year too. Just some cornerbacks that you know, just would just totally hang on to people, hold. Maybe some of those might have been ticky tack that the referees called, but those PIs are so bad, so painfully bad because they get a first down, they get huge chunk yardage out of it. Um, yeah, and the one that Campbell, of course. Why is he out in coverage? Why does Nick Swardson put him out in coverage on the tight end on one of the most important plays of the game at the end? I don't know. Special teams was tough too, right, JT?
Yeah. Especially the end. Gave him that fake punt sucked. And then Jake Moody missed a 55-yard field goal. It's pretty long, but we drafted him so that he can kick the long ones like Robbie Gold.
Yeah, yeah.
He's supposed to have a strong leg and accurate and stuff, but not really.
You would hope that we could feel confident, like say with that Aubrey guy from the Cowboys, when he comes out. Okay, that game just ended on Thursday night, and he missed his first field goal, I think, ever in the NFL, which was like over 50 field goals from what Al Michaels was saying. That guy was like guaranteed, no matter 65 yards, 60 yards, 63, 55, he'll make it. He missed a 40-yarder, I think, which
The
was really
50.
odd. This was a 51?
Yeah.
Okay. 51-yarder that Aubrey missed. But that's the kind of confidence you would hope that you would have in a kicker, especially since you drafted him as high as you did. He's probably the highest drafted kicker in the last, 10 years. Nobody drafts kickers, and Aubrey was taken right off the street, basically. So, um, yeah, disappointment for Moody. Like you were saying, the punt, fake punt, of course, and then the punt return, right at the end. You were saying
Yeah, it
It was like
Save up for a good field positioning.
I forgot what it was, 40 yards something return. It was the worst timing. Malik Mustafa came in as the gunner, but whiffed on the first one, which I don't always blame. I mean, the first guy's going his top speed. You're just trying to make the guy maybe jump
They always whiff.
sideways, and then the rest. Well, that's fine. And then the rest of the people should be there. You make one guy have to dodge while he's dodging the first gunner. Well, the other people should be there to get him, but nobody was able. Nobody was able to get him. Um, that was a bummer. And of course, um, the bell.
Yeah, I don't like Ronnie Bell. How is he still in the team? How is he not cut yet?
I
It's
don't know.
so dumb. Like he doesn't do anything. He just drops it.
He can't catch, but he does everything else excellently.
Yeah, he got struck the ball another time this game. Not like in the third quarter, maybe. It was a short one and it like, bounced off his hands like the other one.
Yeah,
So he can't really do anything.
as a receiver, he should catch the ball, but that's not his strength. And he's not really an all-around good receiver.
Is he a
He
blocker?
might, yeah. I heard he's a good blocker, and he runs clear out routes pretty well for other people to get open. That's about it.
Good
But
decoy and
as
blocker?
yeah, exactly decoy. And so, what is he good for if he can't catch? And he can't because that was such an important throw by Purdy. Found him, threw it perfectly, hit him in two hands, and the guy looked like he just patty kicked it away. He just like knocked it away, like he didn't want any. He didn't want to catch it.
He's trying his hardest to get cut, but Callahan doesn't want to cut him.
I mean, we have other receivers. He had so many snaps compared to Conley. Chris Conley should have had more snaps or close to, but it wasn't true. Ronnie Bell had much more snaps than Conley on the offense. And then, well, we can go on and on about this, but yeah, Ronnie Bell, as soon as he didn't catch the ball, we were like, cut this guy, cut this guy. He should be gone. But yeah, he's still on the team. I don't know why. You're right. Okay. Anyways, few other things that were problems. Ayuk didn't show up. Everybody thought Ayuk this was his coming out, but he did. He would have got 40 yards, something like that.
Yeah,
Not much at
that's
all.
his usual
He
now.
did not dominate. Somebody else did actually. Uh, yeah, and no cowing. Man, yes. Okay, let's skip the bad. I think we got through most of it. Let's go with some
Yeah.
of the good, and hopefully this will transfer over to the next game against the Pats. Purdy, he did pretty good, right?
Yes, he was 22 for 30, which is 73.3, which is like above average for completion percentage.
Uh huh.
292 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. No interceptions. And keep in mind, this is without George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Debo, and a not good Ayuk.
Yeah, you're right. He
And
had
look what he
like,
did.
yeah, very. Finally, we get to see Purdy like he was the years before, the seasons before, because
Yeah.
a playmaker, a guy who will use his instincts, his feet, and run around and scramble and find the open guy and have some good timing and touch on the ball. And he showed that. So it's a relief for me that this season we actually finally see what we've been seeing for the last two seasons. Uh, a very good quarterback that runs the system pretty well, and uh, I was happy about that. He was so short, so close to a 300-yard game and 3 touchdowns. That would have been a great stat line for him.
Yeah. And I guess another good part of the game was Jordan Mason. He
Yeah, he
was
was. Yeah, right.
okay.
Yeah. What did he have? 77 yards and
19 rushes.
19 out of 19 rushes, 4.1 yards per carry. That's not fantastic, but it's good. Jordan Mason will not be running 150 yards every game, but he should have been fed the ball more, and we should have ran the ball a little bit more at the end too to run the clock out. But anyways, Jordan Mason is a very good back, and I'm so happy we have him.
Yeah.
But The star of the show, the star of the day was,
Jawan Jennings.
yeah. I did mention last week I thought one guy would show up, and
Yes,
this is
the
the guy,
stud.
man. He did it. He was awesome.
But next time I hope he has a bad game because if he has a good game, we're just gonna waste it again, like how you always do.
What was his stats?
So 11 receptions for 12 targets, which is really good.
Yeah,
He
only
caught it all,
pretty
and
much everything.
then 175 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns.
Wow, wow, wow. He even mossed somebody, right? He,
Yeah,
he jumped over the defender who was in front of him and caught the ball in front of the defender over his back. He couldn't believe it himself. He was like, after a catch, an amazing catch, he just looked at his hands like, oh my God, what is this power I have right now? It's amazing.
it's the hair.
Gotta be the hair. Yeah. So, uh, he won an award, right, JT?
Yes, first receiver to ever get FedEx Air and Ground Player of the Week.
I can't believe that. How can you not have a receiver? All the receivers that had great games. This is the first time. I mean, Aaron Brown. It sounds like it's quarterback and a running back. I don't know why now they would give it to receiver, but well deserved. The guy was amazing. Caught almost everything. Um, yeah, that was a once in a lifetime. Okay, maybe not. Hopefully not once, but yeah, that was his best career game. Amazing.
And for the injuries, unfortunately, in the game, Hargrave is out for the season. On Hargrave,
Yeah, yeah. What was the injury? I forgot.
torn tricep.
Tricep. That's right. Tricep. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, we're thin on the D line already. Thin on defensive ends, and now with Hargrave out, we're short on defensive tackles. Um, and we also, you showed me some news today that happened after practice. We also missed somebody else, right, from the D line.
Jordan Elliott.
I
And
can't
he
believe.
would have been the second defense tackle number 2.
They didn't disclose what it was, but they had to cart him off, so that's pretty scary. If it's that bad, and that he'll miss this game, we're already thin already. No time to pick up anybody else. Might have to pull somebody from the practice squad. T.Y. McGill, come on up, or
Oh
Evan
yeah,
Anderson, come on up. I don't know. We'll see. T.Y. McGill's tackle though, so could be him. A couple of we got so many injuries. My God, it's really piling up. CMC, it was big news this week that he went to Germany, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so he's trying to get some therapy over there. Who knows? There's a lot of talk about whether or not he's going to be back this season or how long it will take, maybe to week 12 or 13 for him to come back. It's all speculation now, but hopefully we'll find out soon. Um, Purdy was injured, right?
Yeah,
Coming out of the
back
game.
injury. It was back soreness, but he seems to be okay because he's um in full participation in practice.
Well, that's a relief.
Yeah,
That's a relief. Um, Another guy got carted off today too, right?
Curtis Robinson.
Oh, our linebacker, our backup linebacker. See, usually he's on the practice squad, but he might have been moved up. Who knows? But to the active roster. Curtis Robinson was carted off too. Yep. Um,
I hate injuries; they're so bad.
yeah, it's the worst. But we do have some good news. Um, but there'll be some people coming back for hopefully for the next Patriots game. But
Kittle, he
yeah,
will be back. Well, that wraps it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And goodbye.